Okay, what the heck? Really, what the heck just happened to the stock of Tableau software last week? Tableau is a data analytics powerhouse. It's been one of the hottest stories in the cloud as they've made a big push to shift toward a subscription-based software as a service business model, SaaS, okay? I've been recommending the stock since it traded at $60 back in the spring of 2017. Since then, it's more than doubled, trading as high as $127 as of today. In fact, Tableau is one of the few growth stocks that actually managed to rally during the fourth quarter, and as the new year began, it kept climbing to new highs. Then the company reported a week ago, and the stock lost nearly 7% of its value in a single session, falling from 132 to 123. What went wrong? Well, Tableau delivered a nice top and bottom line beat, and the company maintained its full-year forecast. But Wall Street seemed confused by management's guidance for the next quarter, perhaps because of some complicated accounting issues. So are we getting a viable pullback, one that's already been repealed based on this misunderstanding, or is there real cause for concern? Let's check in with Adam Selipsky. He's the president and CEO of Tableau Software, totally bankable. Get a better read on the quarter and his company's prospects. Mr. Selipsky, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks, Jim. It's great to be back with you again. Appreciate it.
Well, I got to tell you, I looked at the quarter. I mean, maybe I took 2 years of accounting, and I said, they are just crushing it. They are switching to a subscription business. It is a little bit difficult to understand. But I look at some of these, the annual recurring revenues that you've got, these gigantic number of new $1 million subscriptions. Isn't that the best way to evaluate how you guys are doing?
I think just looking at the ongoing customer momentum and the momentum that we're building as a business is by far the best way. That's how I think about the business, and kind of let the markets take care of themselves. As you mentioned, we've got well over an $800 million annual recurring revenue line item now. And most importantly, we have a ton of really interesting, excited, cutting-edge customers, both big and small, kind of changing their organizations with Tableau.
Well, one of the things that I thought that was pretty incredible is a new product that you literally just introduced that answers, I think, a lot of the questions that people have who don't really understand how to code or figure out how to even ask their data, and it's called Ask Data. I think that this sounds very empowering for people who didn't necessarily get a computer science degree.
That's exactly right. Today's a really exciting day. We launched the newest version of Tableau this morning with data preparation capabilities, new mobile environments, integration with PowerPoint, and as you said, Ask Data, which is a new natural language processing capability in Tableau. It basically lets you ask completely natural questions in human language, like, how were my sales last week? And Tableau gives you back a complete Tableau visualization of the answer. It's got really smart algorithms inside of it, which translate things like bookings or sales and revenue all into the same concept. And we think it's really going to be a dramatic step forward in terms of making it easier for people to work with data. We think it's the type of technology that over time can enable millions or even tens of millions of people to work with data without being data scientists.
Okay, well, that's a good example. You've got a couple of really fabulous clients. I was going to talk about one that has millions of pieces of data that has to run on time in order to be able to make it so people love their product. And that's Southwest Air. I interview Gary Kelly every single quarter. I know he has got the leanest ship. He uses your program. So I thought you could tell us how Southwest Airlines benefits from Tableau.
Well, we're really excited to be partnering with Southwest. There are thousands of people at Southwest across over 35 different departments using Tableau. One of the most exciting applications is their on-time performance tracker. So it used to take them days to assemble all of this on-time data performance across maybe 100 different data sources. And now they have a near real-time tracker which updates every 15 minutes, which people across the company, including senior management, can use to understand their on-time performance. And for a customer-focused airline like Southwest, you can only imagine how important that is.
No, the record depends upon it. And then another, we're very close to a lot of drug companies that have so many different moving pieces of data in order to be able to figure out whether their trials are working. A great company, Pfizer, that's probably the most blue-chip account that you can get. So what's Pfizer doing with Tableau?
We have a very close partnership with Pfizer. And in fact, they were actually on stage in our keynote presentation at Tableau conference this past October. So there are over 25,000 people at Pfizer now who are using Tableau. You can only imagine it's across a whole variety of applications. But I'm really excited about how they're using Tableau in clinical trials and to actually improve patient outcomes and to change treatment plans by doing massive analysis using Tableau. It's just a really empowering and an important use case that we focus on together.
Well, just so everyone understands the language, because I think this dovetails. On the conference call, you said something really terrific. You said, what you do is you take needlessly complex tasks and you make them into simple and visual processes. I think that really, for those who've never used your product, really is just a really great way to look at what you do.
Well, I think more and more we're trying to just lower the barriers to using data. We think that every decision that every knowledge worker in the world makes it should be a data-driven decision. And that's going to be a work in process. That's a vision. We'll get there in time. But we're starting to enter the age of analytics ubiquity, where millions and eventually tens and maybe even more than that of knowledge workers are going to be using data every day as part of their normal work life. So technologies like Ask Data, we think, can be really fundamental, because for the first time, instead of asking people to come to the software, we're bringing the software to the way that people already think today. And we think that's a very different paradigm in how to use analytics software, and we're really excited about it.
Well, I think you guys are totally on fire. You didn't get much of a chance to buy the stock because people just didn't understand. You're crushing it. I want to thank Adam Slipsky. This man has really reinvented this company. He's the president and CEO of Tableau Software, Symbol Data. It's doing terrific. Thank you so much. Stick with Cramer.